got a lot accomplished.
In today's video, we'll be doing a pitch competition for $1,000. We already know we got this in the bag. We're gonna win this, and we're bringing this content to you because this is what you got to do for your brand to build and expose your brand.
Yes, guys, we hope you guys learned something from today. We've been to one before, but today we have to win. So let's come home with the prize. If you want us to win, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you for tuning in. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So the pitch competition, this is part of a 3-year grant Miami-Dade College received from U.S. Department of Commerce. So it's a $3,000 grant, $3 million grant for 3 years, $1 million a year. And part of the grant is to introduce entrepreneurship to students, the community, to help them build sustainable businesses, right? Businesses that can grow and create jobs and everything else. We had a business conference here earlier today, and it was a packed house, right? I had the SBA here, I had MBDA, I had Miami-Dade County. We talked about certification grants, and MBDA gave out $2,500 to 10 participants. They have a new grant where all you need is an idea, gotta be in Miami-Dade County, have to have been in business for at least 2 years, registered, and that's all the requirements are. You got to show income, you have to do this. So the whole purpose is to kind of help push businesses and motivate the community to get more involved in entrepreneurship. Right? So the program itself, if you take 4 classes here in Miami-Dade, the grant pays for your tuition and books. You take 2 additional classes and you get a certificate in operations. Just the 4 classes, you get a certificate in startup venture. And you're gonna have 5 minutes to pitch. I'll be the timekeeper. Then after the 5 minutes, they'll have 5 minutes Q&A, right? Then after, we'll transition to the next and we'll just keep going. At the end, once everyone is pitched, we'll give the opportunity for the judges to tabulate the scores, and everyone will have an opportunity to come on stage, and each judge will be able to give you some critique, because this is a learning experience. Which you did right, which you did wrong, what you can improve on, because there's a lot of money out there just in pitching, right? There's a lot of seed money. A lot of companies got started with seed money just from pitching. And then we'll announce the winner, and then everyone could go enjoy their weekend. Right?
Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to go through a brief day in the life of the Gala Empire LLC. So right now we're going to start.
Hey, Coach.
How we doing?
I'm good, and you, Coach?
Good. Today we're going to go into dribbling. But before we
I don't want to do dribbling. I'm not good at dribbling. I already know this. I want to do something I'm good at.
Well, before you could do something that you're good at, you have to practice on the things that you're not good at to get better at them. So we have to practice on the things that we're not good at to implement and be good at the things that we're not doing.
So if I practice, I'm going to be great at it?
Of course, because the only practice always makes perfect, and you have to continue to practice to get perfect things and outcomes. All right, let's do it. So first, we're going to get in our triple third position. We're going to pound, pick it up. Good. Now we're going to pound.
Oh man, Coach, I just told you I was bad at it.
Well, you have to practice. Remember, you just pounded and picked up. So now we got to practice again. Come on.
What if I fail?
If you fail, we're going to keep going until you master it, because we never give up, no matter how much or how long it takes.
I'll give it a try.
Let's do it.
What do I have to do again?
Good job. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey!
All you got to do is have patience and continue to keep going and never give up, okay?
Thank you, Coach.
All right, no problem. You stay up, kid.
Thank you.
All right, so my name is Coach Kenneth with the Gala Empire LLC, and what we do is we teach and we bring our program into youth organizations, and we teach them interpersonal skills through basketball. What is the market potential of the Gala Empire? The market potential is rapidly growing. From the youth sports industry, we are talking about $20 billion in annual revenue, and expecting for the global market to be expected to be $35 billion. What is the Gala Empire seeking? The Gala Empire is seeking $25,000 to fund a basketball facility so that we can provide this program to urban cities and also to the community so that all athletes can come in-house to have our program. Right now we are a mobile program where we go into youth organizations as in schools, parks, and recs to go to them and provide our services. What programs do we offer? We offer PE classes, we offer after-school programming, we offer skill clinics, camps, and we also offer DIY program, online program trainings for people that's not local. What are our sustainable revenue models? Well, we have memberships when it comes to our training, monthly subscriptions, school contracts where they pay us through our PE classes and our after-school programming, and we also do online sales with our digital training program. What's our social impact? As you see in the first session, we learned about determination, we learned about never giving up, we learned about keep going to pursue those, and all athletes take those interpersonal skills into their life to be successful. We want all of you to join the Gala Empire by helping and spread the awareness in our program to others of schools or youth organizations that need this support within the youth community. So that is the Gala Empire. In conclusion, I really want to tell you guys that what we do is we bring our program to others and we bring it to people that can't even sustain our program. We have charitable events as well that we go into communities and provide our services that can't fund it, but we are growing at a rapid pace where as they grow, we have it available to every and anyone. Thanks, and do we have any questions for today?
Absolutely. Start things off, Bridge, I actually believe that the mission and what you're looking to do is something that is well needed, especially in many communities. The first thing that I have a question on is who's the core customer? Because it looked like your business model had basically different segments. I saw that you were doing an online teach yourself thing that sounded like it was something direct to customer.
Yes.
And it sounds like you're also trying to sell to organizations and schools. Am I right or wrong?
Right, we do both. We do direct to consumer and we also do to schools as well. Well, not just schools, youth organizations, and we also so we do both on that spectrum with our company.
Got it. My last quick question before I pass off is to get something to ask, but is curious about where are you trying to scale this first? Because in my mind, I'm like, are you trying to scale nationally, locally, within the community? Like this community, like I wasn't really sure about that.
Yes, we are trying to scale in the local community first, and then basically make it a global market because we know that even outside the country, it's a need for it. But we do want to start off small to expand our business.
And how many users are what's the traction been so far?
Okay, well we have last school year we had 4 schools that actually worked with us, so we do have a proven concept when it comes to that. We do plan on doubling that in this upcoming school year in August. Planning on getting into that. And when it comes to our online users, we are growing our online base as well. So
My last question is, what has the feedback been from those 4 schools? What do they love about the program?
what they love the most about the program is that some of the schools don't have PE classes, so the parents are really excited about that physical education that they're providing, and also the impact on the kids. How the kids they do see a difference in the classroom on how they interact with our program as well.
Alright, cool. So, when it comes to 20 billion and 35 billion, out of that market cap, how much of that is focused solely on training? Because a lot of that is on products, it's on entertainment. So have you had a chance to explore that number yet?
Well, for training purposes, I would say out of the billion, because that number goes for all youth industry.
Exactly.
So out of that, it would be around 20 to 15% out of that.
Okay. And then your business model, I heard subscription fees, I heard that you're trying to get $25,000 for a facility.
Yes.
The carrying cost of facilities is pretty risky. So it sounds like the mobile approach is actually agile. Why do you want to get a training facility?
Well, we want to get the training facility because it really allows the customer to come in-house, because some schools or organizations would like to host, to take away the liability of them so that they come to us as well, and it provides more flexibility so that we could serve more people with our location.
Okay. And then, when it comes to your team expertise, sounds like you got some handles. You know, I used to be a basketball
Yes.
coach and I walked on. What's your expertise and how big is your team when you tackling 4 schools, or have you so far?
Okay, yes, we had last school year, we had 3 coaches, and we still are planning on growing, and we coming with a different model where instead of hiring them directly, we have subcontractors and also partners to help us grow our team and expand that way.
Okay, so what's your expertise in basketball?
My expertise in
Yeah.
basketball, well, I've been playing basketball all my life.
Okay.
And I train myself as well, and I'm also a basketball coach currently at the Alonzo Tracy Morning High School. So I am still in the basketball industry and still going there.
Okay, quick thing, I never figured out the pricing model, so like, how do you charge this out? Like, is it like they pay per session, do they pay per quarter? Like, how does this kind of flow?
Okay, yes, so it really depends on the youth organization, because sometimes a youth organization might need us for a PE class or after school program, and sometimes they might need us for 1 or 2 days or the whole week. So how our model is basically we charge $115 per day per session, and if the more sessions they
How many
want,
students?
usually 20 to 25 students.
Okay.
And then usually that's for if the school is paying us. But if it's direct to consumer, then we're doing $15 to $17 per kid, where the parents will pay us.
Got it. Okay. I guess my next thing is, considering that compared to other basketball, competitors, it's basically like
Right.
every other little league thing that probably exists, right?
Right.
There's a lot of them. Given that your key secret sauce, if I can tell me if I'm wrong, is basically that you try to help the youth with confidence and basically applying other principles to basically help make sure they're developing well-rounded individuals.
Right.
Do you use any ways of tracking the progress? Because if, for example, I send my child that doesn't exist yet and say, hey, how's he been doing? He's been bad in school. Like, are you gonna tell me, like, you've been working on this? Like, how are you planning on really tackling that? Because, for example, when it comes to sports, you can kind of better see like how they're doing based on the metrics of the sport, right? How many
Right.
shots they're making, how many assists, all of that. But how do you track that emotional engagement, or are you trying to track that? And how you basically, how do you track and say, like, how do you show progress? Say, like, she came in as this, and now that's very.
Okay, yeah, I get your question. That's what I love about basketball the most, is that basketball is a team sport, and the people around you understand the type of person you are. And I feel like the feedback we have gotten are from parents, are from friends, are from teachers, from that student on how they develop within our program. And I feel like that is like knowing that what we're doing actually works and is really helping the community, because we had students that was not doing that well in the classroom because nobody was really listening to them, or they was really frustrated with themselves because they didn't have the patience with themselves to actually take the time out to learn how to get better at certain things, and us having the patience with them to be able to learn that you need to have patience, a little bit more patience, and that implemented, and they actually came back to us and said, thank you, coach, we really appreciate you being patient with me, and now that I'm patient with myself, I see the difference. So we do take a track of that.
One last quick thing based on that. So how do you apply that training to the people that you hire to make sure that they are applying those, that mindset? Because, you hire a normal person who knows basketball, they might not have that aspect
Right.
of knowing how to deal with kids and their needs and their mindset.
We do have a training course, I would say, for our coaches that they have to go through before they actually go out in the field. And like whether we talking about dribbling, whether we talking about shooting, different skill aspects within that on teaching the kids. Like we have like a core value of respect. That'll be the core value of that class, and then we'll emphasize respect as they have their water breaks and everything, and how they can incorporate that with the sport or the skill for that matter.
Time.
Thank you, everyone.
Good job.
Appreciate it.
Come on, guys.
You all did amazing, by the way. Seriously.
Kudos.
you guys are still in school, so you're still studying, and honestly, it's a pleasure being here. All of us here, we're really impressed by the hard work and dedication of all of you. Do you want to do one by one, and we just kind of go segment?
Let's go with volunteers.
let's go round.
So one at a time, start
Yeah.
and just come down, yeah?
Want to pick it up?
Sure. Amazing pitch. I just judged a competition yesterday, and I was sitting in a pitch earlier this week on deep tech, and oh my gosh, it was snoozeworthy. And I just want to say, your pitch, like I've seen so many pitches, and I've never seen someone actually act out a scene. That's the first time I've ever seen that. So, I mean, brilliant, innovative. I would say my biggest thing is niche down. Choose B2B or B2C. I'd go with B2B because that's where the money is. Get the money from the schools, get the money from whatever, grants, whatever. And niche down to whatever, like, start focusing on what the problem is. Because there's a million camps, there's a million clinics. What's gonna make you different? Why am I gonna hire you at University of, I don't know, Tampa for 25 grand to come run a clinic? Like, that's what I would like to see, is like, what workshops, how are you, and like, the tangible outcomes. Like, I get the qualitative feedback, but like, try to find a way, I won't steal Howard because he has a great idea there, but a way to prove, okay, you came in like this, you need to, how do you come out so that you have like, I transformed 300 kids and they, I don't know, went on to solve these problems, whatever it is, but.
That was something I was actually trying to lead you into before, because for me, you know, just to give you a window, like, we help brands launch and scale their products. And sometimes we do a really amazing job, but people don't sometimes even see the results when they're like selling even twice as much. Sometimes you have to basically point it out to them. So when you have those students and they've come a long way, it's up to you to even tell the customers, tell them, you were here. Give them an assessment, something, to where they can be like, you were here. Because that way, when they can see the proof, they're gonna feel even more strong and feel even more like empowered, like, wow, your program did this for me. And then it looks good on you too, right? So I think having those metrics, having the beginning and the end, having a way of tracking their progress, I think that's critical for your growth. And I think she gave you a great idea too, like, niching down is critical. You know, basketball, anyone can do that, but if you can really highlight if it's building confidence, if it's building the social skills, have that be the core part of your pitch, because that's how I'm gonna be like, wow, he's teaching them not just how to ball, but how to live and grow and develop into being young, amazing young adults, you know,
So a couple of things. First, I love working, giving back to the community. I'm an athlete and I'm an educator as well. A couple of things. One, pre-post assessment. Two, it's the science of what you're doing. It's one thing to say, hey, we work with kids, but the science is, hey, we come in, we do athleticism, and we get them, you know, improving their basketball jump shot or whatever it is, but also, you know, a curriculum that says, okay, they're learning leadership development, they're learning, you know, empowerment, they're learning these things, and you actually can point to those words on a sheet of paper. The other piece is that I really think your mobile version, the mobile thing, you should lean into that, because carrying costs for buildings, it's expensive to get the property, rent, light, insurance, etc. I think if you had a mobile van, that you had all these things inside the van, and then you can pop up and do, you know, the whole pop-up court, because in Miami it's good weather year round. And then also certifications. You have to get certified in something to say that, hey, we have all our coaches are certified in calisthenics, are certified in the dot drill, are certified in this, because that's going to differentiate you from the other people that just saying, oh, we're basketball coaches. Also certified in like leadership development. That's going to be another piece that differentiates you as well. And that's why you can charge top dollar, because now you're validating that, hey, we have certifications, therefore we need more money. So I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good start. And yeah, good job. Good job. Yeah.
Thanks everyone for pitching. This is very close, right? So initially I was gonna give out $1,000, but I'm giving out $2,000. Not to one person, because Miami didn't want to do that, but to two people.
Yeah.
Right? So two people are gonna win $1,000. So what I said earlier about always saying yes, you never know what's gonna happen, right? So now your odds just increase, because now it's just two prizes. So got a question?
No, I just said yes.
double the chances.
You might get 1,000 too.
So, without further ado, because it's after 8, the two winners, right? The two winners winners are Mike Terrace and Ava.
All right, guys, we just ended. You already know the result. From my experience, the first time I feel like it was a really big improvement. I learned a lot.
Yes, you
I
did.
How do you feel like I did?
I feel like he have a drastic improvement for the first one. If we actually uploaded the first one, he would make a fool of himself.
Right.
But it's a big improvement in terms of his presentation skills, the nerves, keeping calm,
Right.
actually getting across the message of learning how to really tell your message and what your purpose and mission is. I feel like that's the biggest thing to get to a venture capitalist, an angel investor, any type of investor. I feel like that's the biggest thing, is making them relate to your message, because we might be about basketball, but the people that are judging are about tech.
Right.
Okay, basketball can be in tech, but hey, we physical, we sports, we want to get into it, you know. And so you might not be in the same industry, but to make somebody feel you, through tech, you got to get through people.
Right.
You got to get to people. Through basketball, you can do the same impact. It's just in different industries. So I feel like they've said in there, to be able to story tell better, to make somebody understand your message would do a big difference.
It will, and that always keep trying. That's the biggest thing I want y'all to understand, because I probably didn't win tonight,
Yep.
but I'm still.
We lost the first one, we lost the second one.
But you never know. Third time is the charm. So if you in a pinch competition, or if you're in any competition and you lose, you got to keep going until you win, because you're always gonna learn. All winners never lose. Winners always learn. So that's
Yes,
the biggest thing I
guys.
want to emphasize.
And today we didn't even know he ended up picking 2 winners to win $1,000. So
Right.
it wasn't just one person.
It was 2.
So you never know what you can win. This might be preparing us for a $25K grant.
Right. You never know.
You never know, but it's all worth it. If you stop, you won't win anything. But anyways, guys, we took you in a day in the life of what it's like for us building our business.
Right.
And so we hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, please don't forget to make sure to
Like,
like, comment, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, smash that bell to be notified every single time that we post, because guys, we're gonna be posting. All right.
Yep.
But we hope you guys
Got a lot accomplished. We'll see you in the next one.